Hello everyone, welcome back to the studio. I am going in today with some gold leaf. So if you've never done this before, then it's quite easy and well, I'll show you how I use it. Now I've already added the glue that you need to add about 10 minutes, 15 minutes before, depending on temperature. It's really hot here, so I don't even think I left it 10 minutes this time. And well, you just wait until it gets quite tacky. I think you saw me just rubbing my hands around the canvas to find where I'd put it. And then, well, these flimsy light sheets stick to those areas. And you can add gold leaf or copper leaf or silver leaf, which I do use as well, at any point in your mixed media process. And for me, changes every time. A lot of artists put it on right at the end. I like to add it in the beginning, in the middle stages, and then integrate it into the painting, which I'll be showing you how I do once I've added it. I like for it to show through in small areas. These little glowy pieces that, well, you see after when I use some paint to blend it into the painting and make it feel part of it. I personally don't like it at the end when it just feels like it's been stuck on, and well, I don't know, this feels like a bit of an afterthought really. But well, on some paintings it does work. So if you've been watching, then you know that I'm working on these 40 by 40 centimetre paintings as if they were one painting. For now, I'm going to at some point split them up and start working on them individually. But just one of those experiments, because mainly I'm not used to working on small canvases. I like working big, and I just wanted to challenge myself to work smaller, but I'm kind of doing it in baby steps. A lot of artists are the other way around, where they used to starting small and a bit afraid to go big, but I'm the other way around. Some artists don't like using gold leaf at all because it is flimsy and very difficult to control, I suppose, but that's what I'm all about. Kind of losing control and being open to a random outcome, then I really enjoy it. I also like using my fingers a lot in my paintings, so it's another way to get my fingers in there. I like rubbing the gold leaf off with my fingers, but a lovely big soft brush like this one, just rubbing over everywhere where you've added the gold leaf, and where it's not stuck properly or where it's not stuck at all, it's just going to flake off, and where it's stuck it will stay. Still no idea of the outcome of these paintings yet. I haven't really got anything in mind other than, well, they will be nature based like usual. And I added this magenta into the mix that I haven't used for a long time, but I'm enjoying that colour. Well, we'll see if it stays or see if it disappears in later layers. So I'm getting some paint now, acrylic paint. I've mixed up a bluey turquoise that I've used already with some whites, and possibly I think there was a little bit of Payne's grey in there as well. And I was thinking light. I was thinking of a light contrast, a contrast to the gold. In fact, I think there was a little bit of lilac in there, a bit of purpley to contrast with the goldy colour. And I was thinking light, but after I changed my mind, you'll see. But what I find helpful when I work in these short bursts and I edit in between is that I get to kind of see the paintings from a distance, see some perspective in them, and that really helps me to move forward, because here I am in the moment, thinking a little bit contrast. I'm thinking not really composition, but kind of intuitive composition, how things work together, but not looking at the whole. And well, just by looking at it on camera is really helpful. And at the moment, short bursts are all I can manage in the studio because it is so hot here in the south of France. 40 degrees this afternoon. I've got all the shutters closed. There's no light coming in. Shut out the sun, and well, just trying to keep cool. I was getting hotter and hotter as I was painting here because I had a light on too, trying to get some light on the painting. So it was quite a task just to come into the studio and try to get some painting done so that I could get a video out this week, which is great because it makes me do some painting. So, well, I appreciate you watching and commenting and encouraging me. So after I decided that maybe some dark contrasts to this bright gold may be more interesting, so I get some darker paint, Payne's grey again, and that turquoise blue with a little bit of purple again, and I start moving around the gold leaf. And well, let me know what you think. Do you prefer the light or the dark? So like I said in the beginning, I like to use the paint to go around the edges and even onto the gold leaf to integrate it more into the painting, to make it feel part of the painting, not just stuck on. I find that much more interesting, and I like to get the other end of the paintbrush and scratch into it and merge the paint over it as well. And if you do go over a little bit too much with too much paint, you can just grab a cloth and wipe away, and the paint easily wipes off and brings back the gold leaf. And remembering that these are going to be separate paintings, so I do like to paint my edges. So another layer being added, all adding to the interest of, well, when the painting's finished, I like to add these small areas, these little surprises to discover when you're drawn in from afar. So they're still balancing. I don't know how. I didn't have some sort of accident during this video, but they stayed together this time, not like in other videos. And if you want to see the beginnings, I will put a link below. So yeah, just zooming in to show you how some areas are quite bright and some kind of just glazed over. Still a long way to go with this painting, so I will hopefully continue to record the steps as well. Well, for now, stay cool wherever you are, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now. Au revoir.